All right, hi, I'm Steve Cheney. I'm the Extension Horticulturist for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service here in Tarrant County, and welcome to our orchard. This is a demonstration orchard and garden open to the public, maintained by our Texas Tarrant County Master Gardeners. A wonderful place for you to come and look and to see all kinds of different fun stuff. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the different fruit varieties and different types of things that you can grow here. There are a number of things that work well. Probably the biggest single thing that people grow in our area are pecans. That's a wonderful nut tree. Produces, gosh, I think last time I looked, well over 1,000 varieties of pecans that are available to grow. And almost all of them are accessible here to grow. We just have to have enough water for them. That's the only limiting issue. Probably the next biggest thing would be peaches. Peaches are a wonderful crop. I don't know anybody that doesn't like peaches. You know, a peach cobbler, yeah, you can't beat that. But peaches are a fun crop, or fun tree to grow. Basically, most of people start with a small bare root tree, sometimes a potted tree. Generally it takes, as a rule of thumb, takes 5 years to get it to the point where it is successfully producing a large amount, and then it takes a little bit of pruning each year. Our biggest holdup on fruit or peach trees is choosing a variety that has enough chilling hours for our area. Chilling hours, you say, okay, what is the chilling hours? That's X amount of hours below 45 degrees that you banked in an account for that tree. And so if a normal year, we are in our area are anywhere from 500 to 700 hours during that fall and winter. So that's what you want to choose when you're looking for variety. All peach trees will have the amount of chilling hours on the label, and so we want somewhere 500 to 700, maybe 750, maybe even up to 800. If we get anything less than that, then it starts flowering too early in the year and it gets a chance of getting froze back. If we get anything later than that, then we are not able to get enough chilling hours built up for it, and so it doesn't have a successful crop. So anyway, we have pears, we have plums, we have nectarines. That's primarily the ones. We can grow a little patio citrus and some things like that, but that's primarily the fruit trees that we have that are really successful in our area.
The Tarrant County Master Gardener Association has partnered with the Tarrant Regional Water District to encourage water conservation. TRWD maintains 4 area lakes and pipelines needed to provide surface water to local water treatment plants so they can clean that water to meet drinking standards for our communities. They also work with many cities in Tarrant County, such as Fort Worth, Arlington, Mansfield, and many others, to provide water conservation programs to the community. Conservation is an important water supply strategy to help meet the needs of our growing population. There are currently 2.3 million people living in Tarrant County, and this is expected to double over the next 50 years. At SaveTarrantWater.com, you can sign up for free weekly watering advice custom to your location. If you're a resident of Tarrant County, you can sign up for a free sprinkler's checkup where a licensed irrigator comes to your home, provides a comprehensive evaluation of your system with recommendations to reduce water waste. There's also an event calendar where you can find information about future classes and workshops. So be sure and check out SaveTarrantWater.com to sign up for their free services.
Harvest seasons on our fruit, we start Nectarines are the earliest, and they'll usually start late March, early April. Peaches are a little bit behind, are a little bit later than that, usually starting about late April, early May, depending on, again, chilling hours. Plums are mid-May. Pears are going to be usually in the fall. Apples are going to be usually towards the fall, September, October, somewhere in that area. And then obviously the pecans are going to be in the fall as well. So that's kind of the harvest times. So you can kind of spread out a little bit in the early part of the year, a little bit in the later part of the year. When do we prune? Ideally, we're going to prune in fall after all the leaves have dropped, so that we can actually see the branch structure. We don't want to prune too early in the fall because the physiological response to pruning is new shoot growth. So we want to make sure that everything is good and asleep before we start pruning anymore. Anyway, we're going to try to do our pruning, usually early January, late middle of February. And for peach trees, we prune down pretty severely. It's probably the only tree that actually top, and we do that so that we can harvest easy instead of having to get up on ladders. But basically what you're doing is you're pruning back to create a goblet effect so that the center of it is open for peach trees. And that allows you to get no sun to get the most production. Pecans, we're just opening up branches so we don't have any crossing or rubbing. Pears, we're trying to open up the branching structure a little bit, and that doesn't, so we're doing that. Plum is just kind of going through and making sure that, again, we don't have any rubbing, crossing. It's not too low or not sticking out too much. So it's just kind of really a little bit of common sense, but again, we're going to do it January, February, and not much any other time. All right, well, as you can see behind me, we have a, let's see, what is this? I have to look and see. These are plums. So we have several different plums. We have a few apricots. Behind us, we have some apples, pears. We had several large peach trees, and eventually they just succumbed to old age. And so we had to take them down. We haven't got new ones put in. We have blackberries, we have a few blueberries, we have some grapes, we have some pomegranates. So we tried to have a little bit of everything as a demonstration to show you what we could do out here. Some do better, obviously, than others. The blueberries and the raspberries are really struggle in our area because they really prefer a much lower pH than what we have. They would like something in the 4.5 to 5.5. Tarrant County as a whole is going to be somewhere around 8 to 8.5. We're almost 9 out here. So they just don't do well. So the only way you're going to be able to do them successfully is to put them in a raised pot or a raised garden where you can manipulate the soil content completely. But try it. They don't really like our hot sun. Because you think, they do well over in Tyler. Well, Tyler just doesn't get as hot. And it gets a lot more rainfall, and it's just, not any better. It's just a little better for growing certain crops. This, again, is the Master Gardener demonstration garden for the Tarrant County Master Gardeners. We invite you to come out. It's located at Resource Connection, which is right off of I-20 and Campus Drive. The garden is fenced, but the gate is open Monday through Saturday for daylight hours. So come out after the sun's come up and come out before the sun goes down. Come in the gate, look around, help yourself to all of the beauties, but there are lots of fruit and nuts and vegetables that are being grown by different people for different research, so please don't pick that. If you find a really pretty flower, and there's plenty of them on that plant, you're welcome to pick a flower, but don't destroy anything, don't tear up anything. Just do it like you would want somebody to do if they came into your yard. Bring your lunch, enjoy your lunch. Please pick up your trash on the way out and take it with you. And last but not least, when you leave the garden, make sure the gate is shut. That's all we ask, and we hope that you bring your family. We hope that you bring your friends out and see. It's a beautiful garden. It's in full bloom right now, and it's gorgeous. The other side of it to think about is if you want to become a Tarrant County Master Gardener. It's a wonderful organization of 450 plus people here in Tarrant County, almost 7,000 people in the state of Texas. Wonderful volunteer organization, wonderful people that love gardening, and you can share your knowledge, share your enthusiasm with them as they do with you. So if you're interested, give us a call at the Extension office. It's 817-884-1945, and they'll help you get signed up and get all the notice in case you want to become a Master Gardener, and let you know when the next classes are. Other than that, I hope I gave you a little bit of information on fruits and nuts. If you have any more questions, my name is Steve. Give me a call. Thanks.